What's up guys, I'm Mixed by Jocelyn and welcome back to Mixed Up, the show where we mix down tracks in Logic Pro X. But hold on, because we're going to be doing something slightly different today. I got a comment in one of my last videos asking me how I get clients, and I do get that message quite a lot on Instagram as well, so I thought, do you know what? Let me make a video about it and see what you guys think. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how I gain clients and keep them. Let's get cracking. Okay, let's go. So I have 5 tips for you guys about how to gain clients and keep them as an audio engineer or as a mix engineer.
Sounds good.
Before we get started, let me just give you a little bit of a background about me and why you should be listening to me when it comes to gaining clients and keeping them. I've been working as a recording and mix engineer for over 10 years, and I've got some pretty good clients. Here's some on the screen now. Over that 10-year period, I've worked in a lot of different situations. I've been an employee for Relentless Energy Drink, managing and running their studio. I've worked for people like Charlie Sloth, managing his studio and his artists, and freelance for people like Jamal Edwards. And then finally, I took the jump and opened up my own studio, and I've been running my studio for the last 6 years. And throughout that time, I've managed to grow and keep my clients and keep building my career on an upward trajectory. But enough about me. Finally, let's get into the 5 tips. And make sure you like and subscribe before I do get into this. And if you're a beginner, stay around to the end because I've got one tip specially for you guys. Tip number 1 is branding. Now, I go on about this all the time, and as an independent or freelance engineer, it is essential that you nail down your branding, as it is your way of representing yourself in the best light on the internet, which, by the way, is pretty much the only way people gain clients anymore. You have to be on the internet and you have to be well represented on that. And that is down to you guys. Now, I like to simplify branding and I like to consider it as a way of representing yourself consistently on the internet. What I always say to people when talking about branding is to think about who you are as a person and how you can represent that consistently online. For me, for instance, I don't take myself too seriously.
Really?
I'm quite loud, I'm confident, and I like to teach, and I love audio engineering. So I wrote all of that stuff down on a bit of paper and I started to build my brand around that. I'll pull up some of my branding on the screen now so you can get an idea of exactly what I mean by that, even going into the coloring and theme of the branding that I chose. I have no idea when it comes to graphic design and building these images. I hired a freelancer to help me to do this. And if you find yourself a good freelancer to help you to do this, you can basically give them your ideas, your themes. They'll know exactly what you mean and they'll be able to present you a deck with choices. And I can't stress how much of a good investment that is. Once you have your branding nailed, you can start to weave it within your content, be it your website, your WeTransfer background, if you're doing Reels, if you're doing TikToks, and any other place you can position yourself online or even offline via posters and business cards. And once you have that dialed in, you'll be able to create consistent content that feels the same and represents you as a person and as a business. Tip number 2. When it comes to gaining clients and especially keeping clients, integrity and reliability is by far one of the most important things.
You gotta trust me now.
For instance, if you manage to land a job with a client and you agree a particular deadline for that project to be released, and then you go over that deadline and you haven't been able to give clear communication throughout the process, that is the fastest way to lose the client the next time. They're going to get very frustrated and they're going to feel let down by you. You have to remember, as a mix engineer or a recording engineer, you're dealing with clients' art and they feel very precious about this. So you have to be dealing with them and their project with the most respect and care. That doesn't just come down to deadlines though. It also comes into when you're preparing for a project, having clear conversations with the artist about what they can expect and what they want from you, and communicating with them on a regular basis throughout the project, giving them updates and letting them know how the project's going so they know that their project's in safe hands. Again, I really can't stress just how important it is to have integrity and reliability in this industry, because it is the fastest way you will lose clients.
Not good.
Tip number 3 is pricing. Now, pricing can be one of these things that is so hard to get right, and I sometimes feel like I'm even getting it wrong. It is important to really do the research, find the people that are in your lane that are doing similar projects to you at a similar level, and price your projects on that basis. Now, I believe it is good to have a set price, again, leaning into that reliability and the integrity of it, so people know that they can come to you and they're going to get that same price and quality. And then throughout the years, you slowly can up that price and increase your price depending on how you're growing your business and the profile and the level of work that you're working on. And on pricing as well, it is important as you progress through your career that you are charging the right amount, because the quickest way, again, to not grow as a person and gain new clients is by keeping your price low. Because if you're keeping your price low, then you're only going to be continuing to work with the cheaper clients, and they're only going to get cheaper. So if you want to make sure that you're continuously growing and working with bigger and better artists, then you also need to be continuously growing and upping your prices. But making sure you're doing it with integrity, not going behind people's backs and charging one person this and another person that. Be clear and transparent with your pricing and the work that they'll be getting. Tip number 4, one of my favorite parts about growing my business is networking and building a community. I can't stress this enough. Being an engineer that doesn't want to contact other engineers, doesn't want to work, trying to hold all your secrets, isn't going to get you anywhere.
I don't want to work with you.
There's enough work for everyone to go around, and the benefits of befriending your fellow colleagues is undeniable.
Did we just become best friends?
You can be sharing tips with each other, improving on each other's work, creating new friends and opportunities. So by going to networking events and reaching out to other engineers is so important. For me personally, it's a constant stream of inspiration. Every day I talk to an engineer and I get an idea for a video or an idea for my business or even an idea on how I can improve my mixing. So reach out to your fellow engineers, and if you see events happening in your area, make sure you go to them. I believe it is your responsibility to grow your business to be going to these networking events and seminars like Mix with the Masters, and giving back to your community by teaching the lessons that you've learned, just like I'm doing in this video here, is so rewarding, and it can only help to grow your business and your brand. Now, if you've got this far in the video, I thank you so much.
Thank you.
And here's the final last tip, and this one is really directed at all you beginners, so please give it a like and subscribe, and leave a comment below if you want any more information or if you have any questions about what we've spoken about in this video or topics you might want me to cover in other videos. But tip number 5 is to work for free. If you are a beginner in this industry and you're looking for clients, be it recording clients, mix clients, or mastering clients, if you offer your services for free,
Did you just say that?
it's one of the only ways that you can really grow and build a business out of this. Because the main thing is you're dealing with people's music, and they're going to be very precious about this, and they want someone that they can trust and rely on. So offering your services for free is going to be able to give them the opportunity to give you an opportunity, but not lose anything from it. And what it's going to allow you to do, most importantly, is grow your skill set, work with clients, and most importantly, build a portfolio for you to then demonstrate to future clients to then hopefully land actual paid work. But without a portfolio of work that you can display to clients from a variety of different genres and styles, you're going to find it very, very hard to land a client just on your word. They're going to want to hear your work. Working for free is going to enable you to start building up your portfolio and homing in on your skill set. So if you're a beginner engineer, I cannot stress it enough. I've done it, and everyone else I know that is a seriously successful engineer has done it. By no means am I saying you have to work for free forever.
3 pennies for everyone!
But at least get a couple of projects underneath your belt so you can start to build a padded portfolio to display to future clients. And once you've nailed all of those things, be it branding, making sure that you're reliable and you have integrity, your pricing is on point, you've networked and become part of a community, and you spent time padding out and building a portfolio, you'll be well on your way to creating a successful business as a mix or recording engineer, and your clients will appreciate you and stay with you, and you will keep getting new ones. I hope these 5 tips have been useful for you, and if you have any questions, as I said, please leave them in the comments, and if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments as well. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Safe.